No. The judges.
825. Attorney is Stephen.
Yeah, I didn't see any name.
Now you pay here. Okay, so they gave you the calendar that was done in there. You're not gonna do it. It's for the band, I'm going to be. Okay. It's for the band, and I'm going to be. Okay, great. Okay, so we can that you're saying so we're looking at the property. 9632 as made. The judge gave you that. How can you find out about the
So they recently gave me
Right. What like
that when we walked to, what part was that? Yes, and we walked to. There. You want 30 seconds? Oh, 30 seconds. Oh, they're gonna get to the period.
Yeah.
I got one before today yesterday.
yeah, I see.
No, they made it at $10,000, 10% bond.
All right.
We don't. And you know that.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, he says they know, they don't know what's going on. He said a lot of people are getting hacked.
I'm just thinking,
He said they did the waiting room, but he says some people are still getting in.
Can't they attach some kind of program to it when it tracks so they can identify?
He said they can't do it unless it's like immediately, like probably should call like right when they did it. Then you gotta keep them on. He says you gotta keep them on, you know, for them to catch who it is doing it somehow.
Yeah.
I mean.
You got 2019 on robbery.
And then they need to, when they're in the waiting room, they need to have where I can message them. Cause see, now I'm gonna.
That's what they said, because they said you're supposed to be a definite.
I can't. It won't let me until I admit them.
Oh,
There should be a digital ID. They should be able to find who that is.
yeah.
I'm sure they can.
Okay, you just gotta look at it a little longer.
See this typo.
You just gotta look at it a little longer.
I bet you DPD could figure it out. They're probably
Good
set up for it.
morning.
They want to do that.
Good morning, officer.
I know the power of the knowledge.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
We want to have. Position of presence. Please.
Person on the iPhone, can you identify yourself?
Yeah, want to put himself on mute. I just told him to unmute himself.
Paperwork. Okay, so I need to pay that.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it for the check.
Your name, officer?
Sergeant Ramsden with the Michigan State Police.
Yes, ma'am,
Okay, what case are you on?
Well, all mixed up.
Okay, you're breaking up.
Excuse me?
You're breaking up.
Last year, I ended up having to go.
Okay, well, several people are talking, so I'm here. I have two cases with Judge Archer.
Very.
Judge
One
Archer
case-
is in courtroom. Judge Archer is in courtroom 333.
Yeah, how come every Zoom ID on the list that's provided by MSP is wrong? Every single one.
Yeah, well, they had some changes. I guess they haven't updated some of the things.
Yeah, it's been over a year. So, Judge Archer, 333-0000.
Yeah, it's the same. Instead of the 233, you're gonna put 333.
Do you happen to know what the Zoom ID are? Jones?
With a hole in the back, so like every day I
I'm
was.
sorry, what?
Do you happen to know what the Zoom ID is for Judge Jones?
No, I don't know what what courtroom Judge Jones is in.
All
right.
Yeah, it was.
Is that an old one?
Yeah, I think she in traffic.
Yeah, she is in traffic. Oh, he logged in. Oh, yeah, I got.
If my wife started to mention,
Is that update?
like,
Yeah.
I need
You need a copy of it?
on
Mr. Wait. Oh, you know what?
313, 6, yeah, 6548. JUDG.
Looks like I
Yes, the Jules Land,
Okay.
ENT, and iCloud.com.
What are you teaching?
My son is 5 months old, and my daughter is 7 years old.
And how old are you?
29,
Are you living in the county?
yes. June 23rd, 3.
Have you got any prior to this?
Yeah, I got old, parents that was on there, like, in 2014, I had a similar type of assault. No, really, it's like how the police have to be expensive way. So like, it's just kind of real hard.
Somebody call, okay?
Nope, I just called, Attorney Salin, because this is his client in Wayne County Jail. Yeah, him.
The first year, they're always late.
Let's see if I can get,
Yes.
And you already have the money, so we should be using housing. You understand the way?
Yes, yeah, it's 313-629-8199. Oh,
Okay, people, it's 7:22. I'll give you one. Give it to me, line, okay?
okay.
please.
So, do you have any questions? Last time that I heard about the next 4 days. It's on your side now. It's on your- There's some people that are never supported. When you don't remember, it's down. For the hall, the fan, wait for my turn to come down. Okay?
Good morning.
Good morning.
We also have Mr. Bassett here too. Are we waiting on attorneys or the judge? Attorneys. Yes.
Attorneys,
Okay, thank you.
I don't think, cause you really think money we've been going through finding. All right, yeah, that's all.
Thank you, and that's what it is, that's.
Thank you.
Why? Exactly. Okay. You could.
You said it's not in the computer, but it might be okay.
I think I have one more.
good morning, sir. Can I help you on the device iPhone?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, maybe he's connecting. Let's see. Yes, buddy.
When they would have issued that, like, when I got here, like, well, we didn't push the end, they would see down, no. There's only. Well, yeah, good personal on that shit, thank you. Man. Hell, yeah, I'm going, oh. I'm just hoping they can, I can get that phone call there real quick, so I let my lady come bring that money and get put
Oh,
up.
now it's good.
All right. Yeah, they got it done there. For yesterday, he told me I got it 10,000, 10% with the tax,
Oh, here we go. Let's check.
Hello,
And they said, after you.
Yes, your name, sir?
After coming back.
DeMarcus Banks.
All right, Mr. Banks, you're in court. You gotta take that hat off.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I was getting ready for work. I'm sorry.
Kitty,
Yes,
were you gonna call me on this case? It's Attorney Pilkowitz. I withdrew on this case because of a conflict.
I'm DeMarcus Banks.
Yes, it was on the 25th. I believe Judge Jefferson was sitting in for Judge Giles. Or sorry, the 28th, I mean Friday.
Oh, this is the one where he had to either get his own attorney or another one be assigned to him. Is this the one?
Yes, because there's a conflict with my office.
All right, Mr. Banks, did you get your own attorney?
Yeah. Ma'am, I literally get paid Friday. That was my last payment for my lawyer. So I'm trying to work as fast as I can. Again, I get paid Friday, and that was literally my last installment. And then he was going to be representing me. Yes.
Okay, Jackie, I'm sorry.
No worries. Did you need me anything else?
I'm gonna call and get him another attorney.
Okay, thanks, Kitty.
All right.
Am I all set?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Mhm.
Mr. Banks, I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room until your attorney comes on, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, there's Mr.
I think that's what we not beat up the nigga that owed me $10.
Good morning, how are you? Good. This is Kitty Giles. I have a PCC.
I didn't try to find shit for the inside. Oh, no. Can I go two of them? Yeah. Better. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. CTN number. It's 82-227-268-960. Yeah. Yes.
I have this Shirley.
Yes. Thank you.
VILA.
All right. Looks like we're ready on Elijah. Yeah.
Elijah Chapel was here. Elijah Chapel.
He's not on, but it's like way to prepare.
36th District Court, City of Detroit, State of Michigan, non-session with the Honorable Ronald Giles presiding.
Calling case number 2356575, the people of the state of Michigan versus Elijah Chappelle. Defendant is charged with count 1 weapons, felony, firearm, count 2, weapons, felony, firearm, count 3, weapons, felony, firearm, count 4, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon, count 5, weapons, ammunition, possession by a felon, count 6, weapons carrying concealed, count 7, police officer assaulting, resisting, or obstructing, habitual offender for notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Wenger, on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
And good morning, Your Honor. Sanford Schulman, P43230, appearing on behalf of Elijah Chapel. I will waive his appearance for purposes of this PCC.
All right, court will waive his presence for the purpose of this hearing. Setting this matter for exam.
Yes.
Tuesday, May 9th at 10:45.
That should work. Let me just. Yep, that works for me.
Right. Anything else?
Not on behalf of the defense.
Okay. Continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. House, how you doing?
I am good. I'm here, Mr. Bassett. We have a competency hearing that you inherited from Judge Archer.
Okay. You can get it in 1 second.
No report, Judge, but there's a letter in here. Like that. All right.
I have a Mr. Legacy.
Oh, he's not on. Do we need him on?
Let me see. Oh, so, yeah, we just got to put it over.
Okay. Calling case number 2259330, the people of the state of Michigan versus Calvin Lee Bassett. Defendant is charged with robbery unarmed, count 2, retail fraud, 3, habitual offender for notice. Also calling case number 2259329, the people of the state of Michigan versus Calvin Lee Bassett. Defendant is charged with count 1, robbery unarmed, count 2, retail fraud, 3rd degree, habitual offender for notice. These matters are scheduled for a competency hearing.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Wenger, on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Meehouse, behalf of Mr. Bassett, P number 66417.
This all they gave you?
Yep.
Supposed to be 10 pages. Says, competency report, Calvin Lee Bassett. Pages received 10.
Oh, check that. Is there another one in there? No, nothing.
Right here. I don't know if the parties have seen this, but do have a letter on the letterhead of State of Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Center for Forensic Psychiatry, dated February 23rd, 2023, authored by Melissa Rosenblum, licensed psychologist. That says Mr. Bassett was evaluated at the center on February 23rd. And they're notifying the court that report is in progress and will be completed upon review of critical collateral records.
Yes, Your Honor, but I also have a March 1st report that declares him incompetent to stand trial, restorable opinion.
Okay, I don't have that. You got a report that's competent?
I'm sorry. What I don't have is their opinion on criminal responsibility. We also asked for that.
That's a trial issue. I don't care about that.
Okay.
You said you do have a report that says he's an actual report?
Yes, Your Honor. Dated March 1st.
We don't have that. You wanna, can you send it over to us? And then we're
Yes,
gonna have to wait and come on.
Yeah, that's fine, Your Honor. In fact, and it's by the letter is signed by Andrea Vandenberg, this hospital director of the center, and the report is signed by Melissa Rosenblum, who wrote to us on the 23rd of February. So I will send that to the court. Is there a specific email you want me to send it to?
Yeah,
I just put it in chat.
Can you put the email in the chat? That way it'll come directly to us.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have to get Mr. Bassett on, because I can't do the con hearing without him.
No, I understand that, Your Honor. Yep, there it is. Thank you. I will send it right now.
Okay, thank you. And as soon as we get him on, I'll recall the case. Mr. Mercer.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am representing Mr. Maurice Luster today for a PCC.
Yes, are you ready? He is not on.
I am ready.
Okay. Calling case number 2356543, the people of the state of Michigan versus Maurice Luster. Defendant is charged with count 1, controlled substances, possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Swinton, on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
And good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Daniel Mercier, P72620, representing Mr. Luster for today's probable cause conference.
You want to waive your client's appearance?
Your Honor, I would ask the court to waive my client's appearance for the probable cause conference and to set a probable cause exam date, preferably at 12 noon at the court's convenience.
Maybe at 12 noon. You said 12 noon?
Yeah, 12 o'clock noon on any date that's convenient for the court.
No. How about 11 o'clock on May 9th?
Check, Your Honor. Just want to make sure I'm not in a jury trial there. Anything else I'm available. I should be able to make that work, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. See you then. Let's continue.
Mr. Allen, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay, your client is on. He's in Wayne County Jail.
Yes.
Calling case number 2356581, the people of the state of Michigan versus Kiwan Branch. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. Count 2, weapons, firearms, careless discharging, causing injury or death. Count 3, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon. Count 4, count 5, weapons, felony, firearm, habitual offender, second notice. Matter is scheduled for a probable cause.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Wayne, on behalf of people, P number P86590.
And good morning, Your Honor. Alvin Salen, P23797 on behalf of Mr. Branch. Mr. Branch, please identify yourself for the record. State your name, sir.
Mr. Branch, can you state your name, please?
My lawyer left?
Wayne County, is that Mr. Branch?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, the judge is talking to him.
All right, Branch, can you state your name?
Mr. Brandt.
Why they fishing?
Mr. Brandt. Quick question.
There we go.
Mr. Bassett, are you guys completely done with him?
No, we need him. We actually need him next.
Okay, all right, thank you. Go ahead.
All right, Mr. Branch, can you state your name, please?
T-Line Branch.
Thank you. All right, counsel.
Judge,
it's your pleasure.
Thank you, sir. We'd like a preliminary exam in this matter.
May 9th at 11:15.
That should work, Judge. Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank you, Mr. Branch. I spoke to your father also yesterday, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Judge had also asked, I don't know if there's a updated bond referral, if you can get an updated referral on this.
You said that you can just.
Oh, you want a DSU?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll get a DSU for you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Have a good day. Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
Yes, she right there.
Yes, please. Mr. Branch, can you ask them to bring back Mr.
Bassett.
Bassett.
That's it. Please, thank you.
Attorney Reed, are you ready on Banks?
Good morning. It was a spot appointment. I'd like to talk to him if I can, just to explain to him what that means.
Okay, I'm gonna admit him and then put you in the breakout room.
Thank you.
Mr. Banks, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney, okay?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Looks like I got the report on Bassett, Judge. Alex, do you need a copy of this?
Sure.
Yeah, I see that. Oh. There you go, Alex. Thank you. You need to see.
Yeah, is he downstairs still? No, I don't know. I probably am. It looks like the here. But yeah, no.
I'm sorry, were you gonna put us in a breakout room?
No, that was, somebody else. Hold on, we're gonna get ready to call your case. Case is. All right, this is case, recalling case number 220593-001 and 220593-2901. State of Michigan versus Calvin Lee Bassett. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Judge Alex Ranger, on behalf of the people, P number P 86590.
So Mijas.
Yeah, he's on. On mute.
Hello.
Mr. Bassett, the attorney's probably in another Zoom meeting.
No, I'm here, Your
So
Honor.
he comes back. Well,
There he is, Judge.
oh, there he is. All right, go ahead and your appearance, Mr. Mijas.
Your Honor, Harry Mijas, on behalf of Mr. Bassett.
Thank you. All right, I do have a report dated March 1st. Department of Health and Human Services, Center for Forensic Psychiatry. As to competency to stand trial as to Mr. Bassett. It is signed by Melissa Rosenblum, licensed psychologist. And it states that Mr. Bassett is incompetent to stand trial at this point, but there is a substantial likelihood that he can obtain competency within the time period set by the statute. Both parties have seen this report.
Correct, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
And both, is he stipulating to the report or what are we doing?
I'm stipulating, Your Honor.
Stipulating, Your Honor.
All right, based on those stipulations, court's gonna find that, Mr. Bassett is in fact incompetent to stand trial. But there is a likelihood that he can regain competency. The court's gonna order that he be remanded to the, Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Center for Forensic Psychiatry for treatment. Anything else?
Are we gonna have a review date, Your Honor, or should I?
Oh,
just
yeah, I'm sorry. I need a,
90 days.
please.
Just second, Judge.
August 2nd at 8:30.
Your Honor, I will be in trial in Judge Roberts in federal court.
When does your trial start and stop?
Can we do August 17th, Your Honor?
Oh, that's kind of stretching it. All right, we'll do that's fine, because they've been kind of late on these reports. August 17th at 8:30.
Your Honor, if a report comes back earlier, I will call the court and try to get something in sooner so we can adjudicate this for sure.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor. August 17th at 8:30, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, I don't know that his mother and sister are on Zoom. They have contacted me. I think they do want him to be safe. They would want me to make a record of that they want him to be safe off the streets. And this will accomplish that, at least for the time being.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Now talk to you, lawyer.
Yes, can we have a breakout room, Your Honor?
Yes, I'll put you in one.
Thank you.
Let's breakout room. Thank you.
I'm ready, Madam Clerk.
All right. Calling case number 2260852, the people of the state of Michigan versus DeMarcus Banks. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. Count 2, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault, habitual offender. For notice, this matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Ringer, on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
Good morning, Mayor, please, this honorable court, Tatanisha Reed, P71454, on behalf of Mr. DeMarcus Banks, who is present via Zoom.
All right, Mr. Banks, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, sir. DeMarcus Lamar Banks.
Thank you. All right, you ready to proceed, Ms. Reed? What's your pleasure?
Yeah, and I may have just one more PCC. As I stated earlier, I was spot appointed. I don't know anything about this case. I got a call about 20 minutes ago.
I'm on during the PCCs. I'm gonna set it for exam. You'll be provided discovery. If for some reason you're not provided for discovery immediately, like as in today, then just send an order into the court. And when we come up for exam, if you don't have your discovery, I'll dismiss the case.
Okay.
All right.
Discovery was sent,
Not to her, she's just.
Oh, new, okay, thank you, Judge.
It was sent to the other one that was in the vendor's office.
Okay, I'll send it today.
All right.
May I give you my email address?
I can look you up with your P number.
Okay.
All right, can we do this on May 9th at 11:30?
Works for me, Judge.
All right. Okay, anything else?
Nothing. Thank you. Wait, I need to give Mr. Banks my telephone number. May I?
Yeah.
248-372-0312. Call me today, sir.
May 9th. Oh, yeah. I'm calling you. Yep, I'm calling you as soon as I get to work. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Reed, take care.
Hello, Your Honor, we have Mr. Branch here for you.
Mr. Branch, we did Mr. Branch.
Done? Okay, what was his ruling?
Yeah, we finished with Mr. Branch and Mr. Bassett.
What was the ruling on Mr. Branch? I think he missed it.
Mr. Branch got exam of May 9th at 11:15.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I believe that's everybody for you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's everything,
Yes.
Reed. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I don't have,
That's white, right?
That's what you talked to. Yeah.
Yeah, she's talking about it.
Okay.
Okay, somebody's in the waiting room, Calvin Bassett. Isn't that the one in jail? Yep.
Yeah,
That's probably one of his relatives.
Oh,
all right, you should, yeah.
They can go, the attorney.
Wait a second, but
let me do my orders.
he's the only person.
Oh.
Are you sure this makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah. When it comes back.
Yeah.
Word, can't get So what I'm probably gonna do is have to reserve for next year. Yeah. Yeah, and we might go to. Probation or something. I like. I would like to go. And I've been there.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
But we-
We got certain couple different places. Houses, places built. Sure. Yeah, somewhere warm enough where the point is allowed. Whatever the best, Lord, too expensive.
Yeah.
Act like that guy.
Too.
Yeah.
We
You know.
did about 10 years. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like here. So
That has good temperatures too.
Yeah.
You know, as long as it's certain temperature, that's
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Yeah. Well, they got hot, stay down on the beach. Go up and out. Temperature consistent.
Are you ready? Are you good? Goes outside the wall. Good.
Parties ready on Courtney White, Calling case number 2356029, the people of the state of Michigan versus Courtney White. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon. Count 2, weapons carrying concealed. Count 3, weapons felony, firearm, habitual offender. For notice, this matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Ranga, on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Natalie Phelps, P83355, appearing on behalf of Mr. Courtney White, who is also present in the courtroom. Mr. White, can you please state your name for the record?
Working Matthew White.
All right, ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. The people have spoken with defense and would like to add an additional count. So the count 4 would be MCL 750.81D1.
And that is what? I'm supposed to know all the.
RNO, resisting arrest.
All right, Ms. Phelps, y'all notice.
Yes, Judge. I mean, obviously, I'll object to that, but we can save that for argument.
The people call the first witness, Officer Darling.
Officer who?
Darling.
First name? Sorry, I didn't read this.
Anthony.
Anthony Darling, Darling. Perfect.
Stand, please.
Yes, sir.
Raise your hand. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. You got a seat. All right,
Good morning, Officer Darling. Could you state your record again for the record?
Anthony Darling.
Were you working on the date of 3/19/2023?
Yes, sir.
And did your work bring you to the location of 17432 McKay, Detroit, Michigan, 48212, County of Wayne,
Yes, sir.
in Detroit?
Yes, sir.
What did you observe that day?
I observed Mr. White coming out of 17439 McKay Street,
Could you please identify Mr. White in the courtroom today?
standing in the back.
And what piece of clothing is he wearing?
Green shirt with a mask on his face.
Please let the record reflect that the witness is identified as defendant.
Record so reflect.
After you observed the defendant coming out of the house, what happened next?
I then observed him on the side of a stolen Kia Soul, looking inside the passenger.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay, no foundation for the stolen part. Objection.
After you observed him walk out of the house, what did you do?
I exited the vehicle after I saw him next to a vehicle.
When you saw him next to a vehicle, did you do anything about that vehicle?
Did I do anything about the vehicle?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm gonna object to leading.
When you saw him.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Can I make a ruling?
Yes.
Okay, your objection is that he's leading. He said, the question, repeat the question. Because it didn't sound
When you
leading.
saw him staying next to the vehicle, what did you do about the vehicle?
How's it leading? It's open.
He rephrased, Judge.
All right.
I didn't do anything about the vehicle at that time. I exited my scout car.
When you entered your scout car, was there anything that you did in regards to the defendant?
I gave him verbal command to come to me.
What made you approach the defendant?
Him coming out of 17439 McKay Street, which is known narcotics location, and he was standing next to a.
Objection. No, never mind, let's check that.
The vehicle he was standing to, did you do any report about that vehicle?
Your Honor, objection. He's trying to get, I don't know. Sorry, I'll strike my objection for now, Judge, but
What? Wait.
I'm withdrawing my.
Okay, you're drawing it.
So when you saw the defendant standing next to the vehicle, what did you do about the vehicle? Did you run any reports?
Prior
Your Honor, and
to,
again, I'm gonna object this to leading. He already answered the question that he didn't do anything with the vehicle.
Well, they asked a different question, but no. You know, did he run, the part about did you run a report is leading because it's suggesting facts, not an evidence.
What was the defendant doing when he was standing next to the vehicle?
he's looking inside.
When he was looking inside the vehicle, what did you do next?
I exited the scout car.
When you exited the scout car, what did you do next?
He gave him verbal command to come to me.
When giving him verbal commands, what did he do?
He then disregarded that and began to walk in front of the vehicle.
When he was walking in front of the vehicle, did you notice anything?
Yes, he was bleeding the right side of his body.
When he was bleeding the right side of his body, did you see anything on this person?
Not at that time.
When you got closer to the defendant, what happened next?
He discarded a firearm from the right side of his body onto the ground.
The people would like to stipulate to the defendant's record pursuant to MCL 766.11B. We have a certified copy ROA.
So what is it stipulate to?
Not stipulate to, I'd like to bring into the record, excuse me, Honor, bring into the record pursuant to MCL 766.11B, the defendant's record, that being found guilty of a controlled substance does not allow him to be in possession of a firearm.
Your Honor, I'm gonna object to this coming in while this officer is on the stand. I don't think this is an appropriate time and maybe coloring the potential future testimony of this officer. I'm not really sure why we're trying to bring this in at this time, and it is hearsay, especially when there's another witness still on the stand.
Why are you bringing it now? When we finish with this witness,
We'll finish
then
with
you
the
can
witness,
deal
Your
with whatever you need to deal with. But
Yep, we'll finish with the witness. So when you approached the defendant and you saw he was bleeding, what happened next?
I discarded a firearm from his waistband.
When he disregarded the firearm, what did you do next?
Then grabbed up my partner and I grabbed a hold of him to place him in handcuffs.
Can you describe the firearm?
It was a black handgun.
Was there any bulge or anything?
Your Honor, I'm gonna object to leading.
that's just sustained.
So after you witnessed the defendant throw the firearm, did you do anything more?
Grabbed a hold of him to place him in handcuffs.
No further questions.
All right, good morning, Officer Darling. I just have a couple of questions for you. If you don't understand my question, you'll ask me to rephrase. Is that fair?
Yes, ma'am.
I can assume you understand the answer to the question.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, so you indicated that you stopped this person because they were looking inside of a Kia.
A stolen vehicle, yes.
And then you gave commands to stop and come to you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you and your partner put your hands on him, put handcuffs on that person, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then you put him in the back of your patrol vehicle and took him to DDC?
In the end result, yes.
Okay. I don't have any more questions for you.
You spoke about a stolen vehicle. How did you know it was stolen?
Your Honor, I'm gonna object to this as being outside the scope of cross. He can't redirect on something just because he didn't cover it in direct exam. It's not based on my cross at all.
Any argument?
She just asked,
No, she asked a question. He added that to the question. So, but what difference does it make? Why would I care if it's, you know, the point is, he had certain information. He acted on that information. Now, you didn't bring that information out, but he had certain information, he acted on it.
no further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Anything else?
The people would like to move to bring forward the ROA pursuant to MCL 76.11B to the defendant's record where he is found guilty of a controlled substance.
Shown that to counsel.
You did, Judge, and I'll just object without argument.
All right, you admit it.
Give me one moment to skip to one more witness and I need to, I'll be right back. No further witnesses, Your Honor.
Any witness on behalf of the defense?
No, Judge, not today.
Motion.
People, motion to bound over on all counts and reserve argument.
And we presented no evidence as to the count you attempted to add, which is existing arrest. You understand that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Your Honor, the defense would object to the bind over and move for dismissal at this time. Not only did the government not present any evidence as to the resisting, they also didn't meet the elements of carrying a concealed weapon or possession of a firearm by a felon, nor did they establish the felony firearm count. First of all, Judge, what we heard was testimony from an officer, Officer Darling, who indicated that he saw Mr. White standing by a Kia, and that he gave him commands to stop and come to him. And at that point, Judge, I would argue that he had no reasonable suspicion to stop Mr. White, and that was a violation of Mr. White's Fourth Amendment right to be free from unreasonable search and seizure. After he asked him to stop, he then, Officer Darling then went and put his hands on Mr. White and arrested him at that time. He didn't have any information about, Officer Darling didn't indicate anything on record about knowing Mr. White or knowing that he's a felon. At that point, there was absolutely no reason to arrest him. He indicated that he saw him put a firearm on the ground. There was nothing indicating that it was concealed or anything like that. There was certainly no reason. There's no evidence put on the record today establishing that he did any crime that would warrant his stop or arrest in this case, Your Honor. So I would ask for a suppression of everything that happened after the stop and the initial encounter with Mr. White, and again, to suppress everything and then to move to dismiss at this point, Judge.
Any rebuttal?
The people move to bound over on counts 1, 2, and 3. The certified ROA with the issue of the defendant being found guilty, the controlled substance does not permit him to be able to have in possession a firearm. The officer Darling witnessed the defendant throw the firearm. Being ineligible to do so to carry the firearm due to the ROA. The witness described the gun and the firearm that was thrown off defendant White's person. The people moved the bond over on all counts. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, court having heard the testimony, arguments, finds as follows. On March 19, 2023, in the area of 17432 K Street, City of Detroit, Officer Darling was in that area. He observed the defendant exit that address and saw him walk to a vehicle, a Kia. He looked inside the vehicle. Officer Darling then gave the defendant the command to approach. The defendant disobeyed that command. He had all rights to disobey that command. He didn't have to listen to that command. And he didn't. He then walked away, walked to the front of the vehicle. As he walked to the front of the vehicle, when the officer had his right side bladed, so that he could not see it. He then exited the vehicle, and upon exiting the vehicle, he saw the defendant throw down a handgun. He then stopped the defendant. That's when he put his hands on him. He stopped him then, arrested him, and retrieved put him in handcuffs, and retrieved the handgun. Also, it's evidence that with the RA presented that the defendant has a past felony record and had no right to possess a handgun and had not regained that right. Now, the defendant is perfectly within his right to disobey any command that is not lawful. Now, on this record, there was nothing on this record that gave the officer reasonable suspicion at that point when he gave him that command. So he has the right to walk away or listen to him or not listen to him. And he did what he wanted to do. He walked away. Don't shake your head. Don't do anything, please. But then the officer gets out of his vehicle. He then observes the defendant discard a handgun, throw it to the ground. Now he has all the reasonable suspicion in the world, and he acted on it. So I'm going to bind the defendant over on count 1, possession by a felon, count 3, weapons, felony, firearms. I'm not binding over on count 4, resisting arrest, or count 2, carrying concealed. I don't know if the weapon was concealed or not. He had it out in his hand the whole time. That's not on this record. So count 2 is being dismissed. Count 4 is dismissed. We've got 4 is going to bind over on count 1 and 3. Find that those felonies did in fact occur in the city of Detroit. Probable cause existed, charged as defendant. Will be bound over to Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be May 16th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
And Your Honor, you said May 16th for the AOI, is that he's in custody? Is that?
Oh, you're right. May 9th.
Okay, no one's here now.
Good morning, Counselor.
Good morning to the court and your honor. I understand I've sent in a mistaken order.
That's the attorney on the order. Judge, is this Kimberly calling me?
Okay. On that order you sent, you put on it that I'm letting him be out until 2:00 a.m. And that was not my order. My order was, you said that he worked late on certain times, etc. He provides, my order was that he had to provide the information of where he works and his hours to the Wayne County Sheriff, and that would extend it. When he, as he provides, so every week he's gonna have to provide his schedule, otherwise he's on house arrest.
Yes, your honor, I will adjust the wording in that. Thank you. As the court is aware, I had a colleague cover for me, so apologies for my approximate order, and thank you for correcting the misunderstanding.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
It probably doesn't explain it all. Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
What? Cold. You got extra.
I don't have one. Unless there's one in that bottom drawer, which I don't think it is. Judge Kim said, is that financial report for 2022?
Yeah.
Okay. He said, yeah, Kim. Right. Oh.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Victor. That's 10:30.
Yeah, I called and reminded him. Yeah, you just seen that.
No, he's never on time.
No.
I was like, do we have an exam today? I'm like, yes.
Whoa,
I'm glad you called him, because.
Yes, hold on.
What did you explain?
Nope. Little bit.
There you go.
Little bit. Oh, shit. Nope, you looked at like. It's lots. Really, it's just. He don't know, he don't care. I mean, he cares, but he don't. Huh? Yeah, he went online too. I mean, he's seen a couple, but. Like, yeah, I want that couple. I think the last lot we looked at, it was a couple that he wanted, but one was a Benz. Huh? Right, right. It's an old car. You don't look one and. No.
It's like a Cadillac.
Yeah. In the tank. So I just find a Buick online. We're gonna look at that one today. It's a 12. 89. Oh, yeah.
So that's, yeah.
You don't know, that's
the money wise, that's how much. Top end.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to stay in. Nothing over 10. It's a used car. I don't want to pay. Huh?
You should get something. Show everything. Hey,
Yeah, everything is skyrocketing.
It's already Tony, female Jefferson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think so. Yeah. You want me to double check?
It's two Jefferson. Yeah, but she just,
It's a male
that was
Jefferson?
on, 11 o'clock. I mean, on a case.
Yep, it's her.
It's all right.
So what's your?
Yep, it's her.
Let me give her a call. Do you have her number again?
Do I have her number?
Yeah.
313
313.
729
Oh, wait, hold on. 313 729.
5767.
Yeah.
What's my other gel?
Branch,
Right?
You talking about a jail at this?
No, I'm talking about.
You have Bassett, you have.
And. But what I was thinking, I was just curious. So if we can. That's what I do. After.
You got Brian. Got a bunch of.
And then it's in some strong version of that case, but
So she's talking about.
I was thinking.
Judge, did you hear anything about that case you put on the 18th?
I'm not going to the conference. I've been excused.
Oh.
So I'll be here to do it.
I saw that.
Okay, I got it.
It's
Yeah, they're not going to.
So I wonder, can I just call IT and let them, and see if they'll unlock it so I can put that case on?
So this one is. Like I said, I'm call for maybe also.
So I got Judge Giles scheduled a case. In the date of the conference. I'll been excused.
Because people.
He's right on.
But in the alternative, that doesn't work. Reject her. And see what makes sense.
Okay, so who I? Let me call Joyce. Let me call Joyce and see if she. Yeah, Joyce. Alright. Okay. Come on.
That's not. We gotta be there on that. Yeah.
Is Mr. Brown here more?
Nobody but the truth.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, 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 yes. So Judge Giles, May 18th, we had an exam scheduled at 9 o'clock. That's the conference, but Judge Giles is not going. So it's blocked in the system. I thought Israel, he said I need some, to unblock something. There. Right, I don't know. He said he didn't know. I thought maybe we could use. Right. Right, right. Do you have her? 738. All right. Okay. Oop and oops for this. Nope, the same. This is Okay, just trying to get sheet. I don't know, maybe just Giles. Exam on May 18th at his judicial conference. But he is not going inside the day to get outside this exam. Okay, thank you. Yes. Okay, what is he lost in the building? Okay, anywhere. Oh, you're just calling to make sure, okay. Oh, okay, all right. Does he know what courtroom to go to? Okay, all right, thank you. Is Mr. Brown here?
We have Mr. Brown here, and we have the civilian complainant also.
Okay.
So everybody's here but defense counsel.
That was a family saying he didn't know he had to pay parking, so it took him.
He didn't know he had to pay parking?
Pay for parking. That's why it took him a minute to come in.
Oh, okay.
Who? Mr. Brown. He is here. He's outside. I think Rima said she talked to Mr. Bickford, right?
Yesterday. Did you talk to Mr. Bickford?
Did you talk to him today, Rima?
Yeah, about an hour ago.
Oh. He seemed like he's the type that probably puts too much on his plate.
She was.
Try calling them, Judge. Don't answer.
Mr. Vicker, his client said he went to 433, so he's in the building, he's on his way down.
433.
I do it.
It's traffic. You ain't gonna get down here.
I think he said Judge Jefferson, maybe I got.
Oh, that's 439.
Went to Judge Jefferson. 439.
More about to get him in trouble.
Who has Williams?
Yeah, that's true too. He already did that.
So,
Okay, so. Is there?
Sorry, how you doing?
All right, how you doing?
doing pretty good. So.
So she said she was gonna submit another order, Judge?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Or they would not wait.
Huh?
No, they might wait.
Oh,
They don't.
leave it as is.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so. Yeah, we don't.
I don't know
Oh, they called her fine. Yeah. Okay, so she will be. Okay, all right. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, she's not. Yeah. Bringing it. She might have. Oh, that's who's good. We're gonna. You see.
I've got all.
Okay, perfect.
She said, no, he's not in there.
Also, Victor's will put up the Judge Jefferson's photos.
He's not there. Victor,
Okay.
Bishop, your case starts at 10:30. I expect you to be here at 10:30. You can't give me the professional courtesy of a telephone call, I'm gonna hold you in contempt. I won't say it again. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We ready?
Yes, please.
Calling case number 2356429, the people of the state of Michigan versus Jermaine Brown. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. Count 2, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. Count 3, weapons felony firearm. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Yacoub on behalf of the people, P-82800.
May it please court, Your Honor, Tyrone Baker, attorney, we have Mr. Jermaine Brown Jr. who's present to my right. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Mr. Brown, can you state your name, please, for the record?
Jermaine Brown.
Thank you. All right, you ready to proceed?
People are ready, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the defense, well, I've explained Mr. Brown his right to preliminary examine this matter. People's burden to establish probable cause and how they would attempt to do so in this particular case. In our discussion, Mr. Brown would like to waive his right to preliminary exam and agree to be bound over.
Okay, can you read that?
Did you want the 19th and last two, Judge? Yes. All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh, yeah, I forgot. She had signed too. Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh. All right, Mr. Brown. You understand that you have a statutory right to preliminary exam with statements show by probable cause crime was committed, and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam? I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
No, sir.
All right, you're waiving your right freely and voluntarily after having the opportunity to talk to your attorney about it. Say yes?
Yes.
You signed the waiver of examination form?
Yes, sir.
All right, if people have no objection, is that correct?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, court find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam as bound over to Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be May 16th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
My apologies again.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's all.
Whatever.
It's just one.
I can talk to myself and answer myself.
All that. Okay, well, all that is yeah, sure. This is it. Yeah. Okay, this is where car, what area? What area?
No.
I'm just gonna, I do want to do the last.
Oh, 480.
Well, I do want to do that, but we'll see if the, I am doing it. but I-
48080.
I don't know why. So how did they go? Yes. Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Time is the next one, 11? Oh.
Yes. Sure. But, yes. Yeah. I imagine. Yeah.
You got a cold? Try this weather. You say you like it?
I'm sorry. This morning. Just finding out this math. And this weather doesn't help.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was from.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's Jefferson doing here?
Thomasine.
Sure.
You said that like she's gonna be late.
Is your client?
Yeah. Show up, or let you show up on the
Yeah, yep, that sounds like her.
The defense attorney for Williams said they're gonna be late, or?
Nope.
I heard, so those 10:36, and you do not have any custody of the defendant, correct?
No.
Okay. Talking with the OIC, I don't think.
I don't think the defendant should be in custody. No, 5,000 person.
All right.
Should be out. She always. Oh, I didn't know. Did you try calling her when I gave her?
No,
the
she
number?
told me she's coming. Not the. she didn't say
attorney.
defendant, but the attorney said she knows about the case.
Did she say what time?
Um,
Did you remind her it was 11?
yeah, she should be coming. She knows it's at 11. She was talking to me about a different case at Frank Murphy. And. Yeah, so I don't know.
I just tried. It went straight to voicemail.
Oh, so. But you never said that she wasn't gonna be here late or not on time.
She's not in the waiting room, is she?
And
She's not in there. Huh?
You have all your people. Yeah, okay. Sure.
Mr. Deontay Brooks checked in 11:30. All right. What we're gonna get.
Huh? Oh. It went straight to voicemail. Alex said he spoke to her.
I told you that you should. I think they changed the story to this. Yeah. That's something it's not the regular part.
So, yeah. So it is. Visual.
Yeah.
It's.
And then is there some?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are the first day, right? One day, 2 days.
Okay, then they better pass. No. No, I'm. Well, they said, I wanted to, I really.
Pilot?
Give me one. No, that's what. You need to understand this as a federal cost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Wow.
Try again.
Oh, you let these in the water. Wow. Now I see what you have. Okay. So. That's one. Very strategic.
Not here.
Now I remember when you called me, I thought it was you, and then I was like, yeah,
Right, because,
yeah.
hey, how you doing? This is my
To the right. Over here.
Okay.
Not here, so we'll, motion for
You sure? You sure you want to?
I think so. I think I will. So.
No client, Jefferson? No client?
No client.
This is always.
Oh. No, but it's called.
Parties ready on Crystal Williams?
Yes.
Calling case number 20-55302, the people of the state of Michigan versus Crystal Williams. Defendant is charged with count 1 and count 2, controlled substance, possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams. This matter is scheduled for examination. Defendant has failed to appear.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Winger on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thomas C. Jefferson, on behalf of Crystal Williams. Your Honor, I looked for my client in the hallway as well as called out her name. I have no explanation why she's not here today.
The people motion for KPS.
KP shall enter any bond previously submitted shall be part of the bond status, 30,000 cash.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Oh, Mr. Anderson.
They didn't do that either. They didn't do that. That's why I don't want.
So they got,
I didn't. That's what you. If she gave you one of the best.
Hey, Rob, I asked Joe, do you know about what's going on? He said he didn't know anything.
Joe didn't know me? But he knows strength. Right.
Yeah.
Don't mess around, and ain't gonna be no strength.
They might not be
One person, I mean, because they should know.
And then you're gonna do something like that.
Oh, yeah, they should wait till the end, huh?
Man, we don't be.
When do the judges get their training?
I got this.
Can't be too serious.
You guys get up at your work, Jay?
Yep.
But I'm gonna look at it. Yeah. I'll look at oil.
Yes. But that's not a problem. You know, it's just like this.
Okay.
Judge Giles is in there, it's 19. He's defeated 19 people for a case. I'm like, you're not gonna listen to 19 people, are you?
No. What's the? Perfect. You know,
We
Well, it's
represent
gotta- it's gotta-
for probable cause.
Well, I sent him all out, but.
well, I don't know.
Like she said, maybe just somewhere. If it's a glitch, we gotta work it out.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay, well, thank you.
Other than that, everything else is. So you're doing yours as you go along.
Yes.
Okay, cool. 'Cause you're probably
Oh, there go, Mr. Dole. How you doing, sir?
everybody else.
We're glad to see you. You saw him out there? I did, yes, sir.
Oh, I do mine.
Oh, well, no, you're.
So what, you can sign yet, but what you?
No,
Yeah,
So
so you
you
signed.
sign.
all right, so.
I'm gonna talk to you. Probably gonna do everything else.
Just Alex. Last name.
Okay, well, I'll try.
Thank you.
Take care.
So. When you question. Two, you need to take off. Yeah. That's.
Yeah, Jeff John's back.
Mr. O is here too. Everybody's here. Everybody's here on the 11:30. Mr. O just walked up, he's talking to his client.
Which means it's gonna hold.
Yes.
She needed me. No. Take your rackets. Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you got it. Oh, but you get beads.
Which ones? The yellow ones? Okay, you got all your. Yeah, yeah, what is it? I got one on, that's what you use.
Yeah, I like those.
Right. So much.
It's like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks. Oh, God, that's terrible.
Let me see if I can see some.
Okay.
Yes, they progressives and that's why I use it. Right. Yeah.
I like to say this.
No,
No, he sure did. He sure did. No one, you guys wrote it.
Yeah.
So, so you were like. That's your. But yours is darker.
I know you can. What does he like to do? Is that what he's good Let's go with sir. Now you can get newspaper. Get out.
The prosecutor is requesting a couple more minutes on Brooks.
I know I should have went out there, sir. I was way ahead.
Usually when Rima needs a couple more minutes, then it's for a good reason. Like we just here.
She's looking at every road.
Yeah, she's resolving it probably. Nice haircut.
I know, they got.
Yeah, it's cute. You changed the color too.
You know how we do.
You know,
I was gonna change my color too.
Stop it, here you go.
Oh,
Hey, it used to be black, you changed it.
I know. You change it back.
Yeah.
Got that right.
Hey, thanks, Carson.
Appreciate what you doing, bro. Yeah.
Gotta get black for that. Gotta get black for that. And when is the next, our next term?
Weekend, this weekend.
Oh, this weekend? Where's she going?
I'm actually going to Pittsburgh. Just came back from New Jersey though.
How'd she do?
She didn't do too well this past week.
She did?
Came in fifth overall.
Oh, I didn't know about that, but one Friday, yes, she was.
Yeah, she's been winning. She was in the Axcon has two leagues, Waddle
Division.
and division, AIFT or something like that. And AIFT, she was not voted. She was listed number one in the world.
Wow.
Waddle, she was like down maybe 50 in the world.
Hey.
She doesn't do that much.
Maybe she's just worried about her father lost him.
That's what I'm about.
Now she's back to that issue or shit.
They got worlds coming up.
You got the what?
Got worlds coming up.
That's the one she got. Who else was she?
Yeah. Right now she's listed. They put everybody in the thing. She's on, she's number 12. In the world.
In the world?
Yeah. They have like
My brother told not to be surprised.
300 people come off the world. So you have, you start off like number one person plays number 300 person.
Oh, shoot. So where is the world held at?
Toronto.
In Toronto?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You ready, Kim?
Yes.
Calling case number 2356476, the people of the state of Michigan versus Deontay Brooks. Defendant is charged with count 1, larceny from the person, count 2, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing, causing injury, count 3, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Ranger on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
Good morning, Judge. Neighborhood Defender Service, Buffalo, P83424, appearing on behalf of Mr. Brooks, who's present in the courtroom. Mr. Brooks, please state your name.
Yes, All right, ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge. And if there are multiple witnesses, we ask for a mutual order of sequestration.
As there be an exception for the OIC,
The OIC testifying?
no, the OIC is not testifying.
Any objections?
So long as the OIC is not testifying, no objection.
Any of our witnesses testifying today at trial or any time in the future must be in the courtroom or be denied that future testimony. That includes the courtroom, Zoom, and or YouTube. Your exceptions are also charged.
Thank you, Judge. The people call witness Caleb O'Brien.
You know, you said O'Brien or Brown?
O'Brien.
ALEBOBRIEN.
Or possibly.
Right. Raise your hand. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God.
I do.
Right, we'll go to it. Have a seat, please.
Good morning, Officer O'Brien. Please state your record, name for the record again.
Caleb O'Brien.
Were you working on the date of 04/14/2023?
Yes.
Were you, did your work bring you to the location of 3670 Woodward Avenue, Detroit, Michigan, 48201?
Yes.
In Detroit, the county Wayne?
Yes.
And at that time, you were in the capacity as an officer?
Yes.
Describe the uniform you were wearing on that date.
I was wearing the same uniform I was today. It has my name on the right chest and has a police badge on the left chest.
How long have you been an officer for?
Approximately 14 months.
What brought you to the location of 3670 Woodward Avenue?
We were dispatched to domestic violence in progress.
When you were dispatched there, what happened next?
We were given a description of a black male wearing black shoes and black pants. Who was assaulting a female. Upon arriving, I made contact with two males who stated that it was just a verbal argument and nothing further than that.
Do you see the defendant in the courtroom today?
I do.
Can you point a piece of clothing that they're wearing today?
Blue polo.
Let the record reflect that the witnesses identified the defendant.
Record so reflect.
Did you approach the defendant?
I did.
When you approached the defendant, what happened?
He stated that it was just a verbal argument and that nothing further happened beyond that. I then asked him about it. He said that
when you asked him questions about what happened then?
He started to become agitated and say that nothing happened.
So when you became agitated, what happened next?
Then he asked for all of our badge numbers and our names. I provided my guy a business card, a Wayne State business card. He then,
When you provided the badge number, what happened then next?
he took it and then tried to hand it back and ask for my partner's name and badge number.
And then after he asked for the name and badge number, what happened?
I told him that he'd have to ask the other officer for their information.
And then what happened after that?
And then he placed his head within a foot of my body camera and yelled that I needed to give him her information. And he continued to yell, and then he reached up and grabbed the pen out of my chest pocket.
Did you give him permission to grab your pen?
No.
Is the pen located similar to your uniform today?
Yes, it's in the same spot.
Same spot, like describe where it is.
Oh, on my left chest.
So after he took the pen, what happened next?
He then proceeded to walk away and walk to where my partner, Officer Alicia, was, and where the females that were involved were.
And then what happened after that?
Then me and my partner, Officer Cotton, walked over to him and detained him, placed him in handcuffs.
When you placed him in handcuffs, what did the defendant do?
He tensed up, and as we moved into my scout car, he resisted and tried to pull away from us. He then proceeded to pull away from the door and not get into the back of the scout car.
Did you give him any verbal commands?
Yes, we told him to stop resisting and to get into the scout car.
When you gave him those verbal commands, what did he do?
He went limp and fell to the ground.
And you were wearing this uniform on that day?
Yeah, correct.
No further questions.
Sir O'Brien? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So on April 14th, we're dispatched to Mac and Woodward, correct?
Correct.
You arrive on scene,
Yes, I imagine.
you park your squad car on Woodward,
Correct.
you get out of your squad car,
Correct.
you observe two black males on the right side,
Correct.
standing with Officer Alicia Evans.
Oh, no, I was the first officer on scene.
Eventually, Officer Evans also comes to you and the two black males, correct?
Correct.
And on the left-hand side, you observe two black females,
Correct.
and the two groups are separated.
Correct.
And to be clear, as you arrive on scene, you don't observe an assault and battery.
Correct.
You don't observe a domestic violence.
Correct.
So you and Officer Evans begin having a conversation with these two black men.
Correct.
And then you observe Officer Evans push one of the black males.
No.
Do you recall observing Officer Evans push one of the black males?
She put her hand up to stop him from moving closer to her. I did not remember her pushing him.
Okay, so she physically extended her arms to place distance between her and the black male.
Correct.
And then one of the other black males steps in between them, correct?
Correct.
To de-escalate the situation, essentially.
Correct.
And after Officer Evans places her hand on one of the black males, she walks away.
Correct.
And walks towards the two black females.
Correct.
Who are standing essentially a block away.
Correct.
So now it's you and Officer Cotton and the two black males, correct?
Correct.
And the black male who had the encounter with Officer Evans is upset, correct?
Correct.
So he asks for your name, correct?
Correct.
Your badge number.
Correct.
And Officer Evans' name and badge number.
All this hearsay?
Correct.
I can't take it if it is. All this hearsay, I need a foundation.
Sure, Judge, if there's an objection, the exception that I would be putting
I
forward.
can't take it if it's hearsay. I don't care if there's objection or no objection. I follow the rules of evidence. If it's not hearsay, I'm fine, but I need to know. So you give me an offer of proof who this person was. Now, if it was a defendant, okay, it's not hearsay.
Sure, Judge, I can rephrase. The individual that was upset was Mr. Brooks, correct?
Correct.
And Mr. Brooks was the individual who was asking for your name and badge number.
Correct.
And Officer Evans' name and badge number.
Correct.
And after he asks for your name and badge number, you write down your name and badge number on your business card.
Correct.
You hand it to Mr. Brooks.
Correct.
And at this point, Mr. Brooks is not under arrest.
Correct.
Because you don't observe him commit any crime, correct?
Correct.
And in fact, through your investigation, you learned that two females know Mr. Brooks, correct?
Correct.
One of them is his girlfriend.
Correct.
Her name is Chanel Smith.
Correct.
And now, before this incident, you're not familiar with Mr. Brooks.
Correct.
You don't run his name and name.
Correct.
You don't know if he has any warrants.
Correct.
And after you write down your name and badge number, Mr. Brooks actually asked to borrow your pen, correct?
No.
Do you recall if he asked to borrow your pen?
I do not recall him asking.
With looking at body cam footage, refresh your recollection as to whether or not he asked that question.
Yes.
So Judge, I'm showing some counsel, Officer Cotton, body cam footage may approach the witness.
No, you have to be on the screen, everybody got to see it. 1 second. You have to hook up to, boom.
I'll log in right now.
Open it up, 1 second. Okay.
Your Honor, objection relevance.
Oh, why is it not relevant?
The officer testified they didn't give permission to give him the pen.
He also said he didn't remember, no, he didn't say he didn't give me permission. He never said that. That's not what he said. He said that the defendant reached up and grabbed his pen out of his pocket. That's what he said. Now, on cross, he was asked whether or not the defendant asked to see the pen. He said, I don't remember. So it's relevant. Goes to what happened.
Just, line it on the Zoom.
Okay, come in the Zoom.
Oh. Yeah.
So Officer Brian, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
That's you standing with Mr. Brooks, correct?
Correct.
The record starting the video at 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Judge, I shared with audio, but it's not playing the audio. Can I approach the witness and use the audio from my laptop?
1 second, it's just, I got share on there. Why? Audio turned on.
Did you hear that, Officer Brian?
Yes, I did.
And you heard Mr. Brooks say, "Can I get your pen?"
Yes.
That was him asking for permission to borrow your pen, correct?
Correct.
And he was asking to borrow that pen to write down Officer Evans's badge number and name, correct?
Correct.
Asking what's in Mr. Brook, your client's mind.
I can withdraw
I got the.
Understood,
I got
Judge.
all the conversation leading up to, but you can't testify what's in defendant's mind.
Understood, Judge. After Mr. Brooks, grabbed the pen, you observed Officer Cotton audibly laugh, correct?
Correct.
And at this point, you decide to arrest Mr. Brooks.
Correct.
For larceny.
Correct.
So you and Officer O'Brien, or you and Officer Cotton walk towards Mr. Brooks.
Correct.
And then physically place him in handcuffs.
Correct.
And after Mr. Brooks is placed in the handcuffs, you pat him down.
Correct.
You don't recover anything from him.
Correct.
No guns, no drugs.
Correct.
And then after he's placed in handcuffs, you recover his wallet,
Correct.
open his wallet,
Correct.
look for his license,
Correct.
and for the first time, discover who he is.
Correct.
1 second, Judge. Judge, no additional questions.
Commissioner Wright? When the defendant took your pen, did you give him permission to take your pen?
No.
Are you required to give your pen to the defendant?
Judge, asking for a legal conclusion objection.
All right. We need to rephrase.
Rephrase. Do you have to give anything over to a citizen when they're asking you questions about information about you?
No.
What are the questions?
No recross, Judge.
You're telling me if a citizen asks who you are and what your name is and what your badge number is, you don't have to give them that.
Oh, you do. I was thinking of physical objects. You have to tell your name.
All right. You have to give them the information, right?
Correct.
All right. Any questions based on my questions?
Nothing from the guy.
No, Judge.
Okay. You step down, thank you. Other witnesses?
Yes.
You offer proof?
Yes.
Give me an offer of proof, what your witness is gonna say that I haven't already heard.
This officer is going to testify to being a separate issue of Arno, separate with this interaction that happened with the defendant. It's totally separate.
Good approach. You come with him. Come on, right out here. Right, based on our conversation, sidebar conversation, do you have any other witnesses?
The people does.
The defense moves to dismiss without prejudice.
No objection.
All right, we're just gonna dismiss this matter. And let me clarify. When the defendant, Mr. Brooks, the officers approached them to investigate a alleged domestic violence. They found out there was no domestic violence. All right, at which point that conversation is over. There's nothing further to investigate, but they continue to question Mr. Brooks. And Mr. Brooks got upset about it. He then asked them for his badge number and his name. Also, Brian gave it to him. He then asked for the badge number and name of the other officer. Also, Brian said, well, you gotta get that from the other officer. At which time Mr. Brooks said, well, let me use your pen. The officer doesn't respond. Mr. Brooks reaches up, takes the pen, walks over to the other officer. There's no intent to permanently deprive, so there's no stealing. There can be no larceny. Here, I just want to put it all on the record to make it specifically clear. At which point it is over. Everything is over. The officer at that point had no right to go detain and arrest Mr. Brooks. Because he had no right to detain and arrest Mr. Brooks actually had a right to resist an unlawful arrest. So there is no assault because he resisted. This should have been stopped way before this whole thing started. So the court is dismissing this matter without prejudice.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Actually, I'm gonna dismiss it with prejudice. I heard it.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, the only other thing I got to say about this, Mr. Brooks, directly addressing you. When you asked that officer, can I use your ink pen? And he didn't respond. You know, it's not, I don't see it as theft as what you did. I see it as bad manners, definitely. You know, it's not something you should have done. But I don't think you had an intent to purposely take a thief in. But you had no right to reach up and touch his person and take either. You understand?
I understand.
I'm just saying all that for future reference.
I understand. Thanks, bro.
All right. All right, thank you. Let's need the paperwork, please.
Good.